I'm Muesli.
Hi there, Mike.
Hi, yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how good. So, where have we turned up tonight? Where are we?
We're in a little bar called Route Number 3 on Charan Samit Wong Sam. Charan Samit Wong Sam. Nice little bar, the only bar in the road actually. Very nice, run by a good friend of ours over there, Thai, who's very friendly and runs a nice little pub. Live music on weekends, very nice.
This is really, I just put the camera up and we've actually set the camera up leaning against a beer bottle on some Jenga box.
It's all very technical.
Yeah, it's good,
It's
isn't
a bit dodgy, it might go over at any minute.
That'd be good. And I just thought about what do Muesli and Mike think about music. Because this is a music bar. Now at the moment, this is sort of like quite jazzy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. It's okay.
It's
Kind of what musical wallpaper, isn't it?
not my thing.
Yeah, I don't mind it actually. I'd rather have this than rap. I can't stand bloody rap music. I wouldn't. If it was rap, I'd be out of it. But I like this. Is okay for me.
I actually like Eminem.
Yeah. You see, we don't get on there at all. I can't stand the guy.
And a long time ago, no, he's quite offensive, but I think he's really clever. It's funny, isn't it? You know.
We're having a fight in a minute.
Yeah, I'll go on then. A long time ago, I got into OG, Original Gangster. And I mean, that is really, these days, it would have an adult's warning on, like an age restriction on it. It's quite rude music, it's quite...
No need for it. Absolutely no need for it.
I know. I sort of agree with that. And yet, I still quite like it.
It's not big and it's not clever. Who used to say that?
It's not what?
It's not big and it's not clever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody used to say. Anyway, never mind.
I'm older than you, and it's before my time.
Right.
Music though, so, you've told me tonight something that I sort of knew but didn't know, which is that you've actually got a music channel on YouTube. What's that about?
Yeah, it's called Wu-Wei Records, and it's ambient improvisational music. I have no idea and nothing about music. But I started playing. I play some weird stuff. I play clarinet a little bit, and I play koto, Japanese koto, Nagoya harp. It's like another name, Taisho Goto. That's like an auto harp. It's only got 4 strings, all tuned to G, and you have like a little keyboard, and you play with the plectrum and keys. So it's kind of like an auto harp. What else do I play?
Flute?
Occasionally. No, mostly it's clarinet. Oh, shakuhachi. So I started on a shakuhachi, which a friend of mine, he's a very good player in Bangkok. He makes his own. And shakuhachi is a Japanese flute. It's only got 4 holes or 5 holes, 4 and 1 on the back. So it's kind of a very simple instrument, no reed. It's just like a hollow tube, really, about kind of an inch in diameter. The one that he made me was made out of plumbing pipe, plastic plumbing pipe. But it's a traditional Japanese instrument, normally made out of bamboo, and it's very. It's a bit spooky, really. Yeah, so I started playing that, and but I just improvise. If you ask me to play a tune, I can't play one. I'm not interested in playing tunes. It doesn't interest me. I just want to play, and I just start playing, and I'll use my ear, and I just follow my ear. Not follow my nose, follow my ear. And I just play, and I love it. And when I'm playing, I'm just away with the fairies. And so that's what I do. I'll never play the same tune twice, but they all sound exactly the same. And that's what you'll find in Wu-Wei Records. I collaborated with a mate of mine, or a couple of mates, in the UK, and we make these kind of ambient soundscape musical pieces, and all my stuff. The other 2 guys know what they're doing. I have no idea, but I just play. Japanese koto is lovely. It's got that's a huge instrument. It's about 6 foot long. Beautiful wood with 13 strings, and it has bridges all the way along it, and you tune it by moving the bridges, and that's gorgeous. It's kind of like a harp, and what's good about it for me, having no idea what I'm doing, it's a pentatonic scale. So there's only 5 notes really, repeated across the 13. And whatever you play, it sounds great. It doesn't matter. It's always in tune with itself, kind of thing. So I just play that and improvise, and I love it. It's very Japanesey, plinky plonky music, and I love it. But no way I couldn't play a tune. I'm not interested in playing tunes. It's just make it up as you go along and follow your. If it sounds right, play it. If it sounds wrong, don't play it.
Intuitive.
Yeah, it's all intuitive. So that's what I do. Wu-wei record. Wu-wei is a Japanese term for. It's kind of a concept that you don't force things. It's like you just let things happen, really. And so that's why it's Wu-wei. That's why it's called that, because we're just improvising. We're not trying too hard. We're not trying to play a tune. If I try and play a tune, I'll get it wrong. So I don't try and play a tune. I just play a few notes and keep going, and building on it. And sometimes I put a looping thing on that, so I can loop it. I can set up reverbs and loops and play a little bit, and that goes round, and then I'll play on top of that. And so it's weird stuff, but it's very kind of meditational music, really, and it takes you away. So that's what I do. Not mainstream at all, Michael. I couldn't play what you do. I mean, you're a great musician. You're fantastic. I wish I could do what you can do, but I can't.
I play by ear intuitively, but it's very structured. And I had about 6 months of traditional piano lessons. As a young child in the family, we had a family piano, my mother played it. But I wasn't impressed by the slow progress, so I played by ear, and I started to play jazz and rock and roll and Little Richard stuff, Rock Around the Clock and that sort of stuff. Honky tonk piano,
right,
12-bar blues.
Yeah.
And then I went to school, and again I was formally taught how to play violin. And I was in an orchestra in the school, Burney's Grammar School, and I got to second violin, and I used to do solos and stuff, and we had a school orchestra. And I left school in the 5th form, never went into the 6th form, and never picked a violin up again. But I think that structure, I had a French violin tutor who was very disciplined and made me disciplined, and so I learnt.
Did he hit you on the knuckles if you got it wrong?
It wasn't quite that bad, no. I mean, I you and me went to school.
Slap you around.
In an era, not quite, no. In an era where the blackboard rubber was thrown at you, and the PE teacher used to hit you with his plimsoll and stuff like that.
All good, clean brutality.
Absolute sadist, absolute sadist, yeah. I think I came out of that, and I went to a youth club at St Margaret's in Burnage, a church youth club, and the guys there played guitars. I bought my first guitar, which was a 12-string Ibanez, and copied them. And because I had the grounding in traditional music with the piano and the violin, but I wanted to play by ear, if I listen to this for long enough, I can play it.
Yeah.
If this was like a trio or a quartet, I could join in.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to have a go sometime.
Yeah.
Improvising. You play,
I bought my first keyboard when keyboards became home use.
Yeah.
In fact, I went to school, and one of the guys at school was called Nigel Ogden, and he actually became a celebrated organist on Radio 2,
right.
And he used to have a programme called The Organist Entertains.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And he actually used to demonstrate for Dawson's, and I went down to Dawson's and on his recommendation bought my first Yamaha keyboard. And when I retired from the AA and went self-employed, I bought myself what was the Rolls Royce of keyboards, and it was called an SAS system, a sound accompaniment system, that allowed me to produce an orchestral sound, or a brass band sound, or a quartet sound, or a jazz trio sound. You can have looping and backing tracks and MIDI files, and I got really good with that. And so I probably got, off the top of my head, 30, 40, 50 songs that I could play, and they're quite entertaining.
Amazing,
But I do consider myself a busker, and I make it up. but it's got more structure than what you're talking about. But I'm not
Mine's
saying
got absolutely no structure.
But I'm not saying it's better. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. And music's been a big part of my life. Listening to it, playing it, and I think it's very evocative music, isn't it? It can take you away, or it can take you back.
Yeah.
You know, so coming here now, I mean, we're in Thailand. Thai music has got well, the Isan music, the original Thai music has got a very rural, rustic Thai country music beat, hasn't it?
Yeah, you can't keep your feet still, can you?
It's very native,
fantastic.
isn't it? It's very
brilliant.
Dancing music. It's good, you know.
Yeah.
And then
like trance music, isn't it? Really?
it is like trance music, yeah. Tomorrow night we're going to a German beer keller called Tawandang in Bangkok, and one of the acts that comes on, and it's very popular. You don't see it a lot in Europe now. They play glockenspiel here, don't they?
Mm. Yeah.
You don't see glockenspiels much. The wooden thing.
Yeah, very good.
And they're brilliant with it, and they have the Thai dancers and stuff that quite often do reenactments to that sort of music.
Is it gamelan? Some of that stuff called gamelan.
It is, yeah.
I love it.
And then they got the Moreland music, you know,
Yeah.
which is very evocative of northern Thailand music. I think music is such a powerful influence emotionally, and lifts your spirits or puts you into different moods and things.
It goes straight in, doesn't it? Without any intellectual process. Like art, visual art, you look at it and you think about it. Music, you don't have to do that. It goes straight in, and it bypasses the brain really.
It's a vibration, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah.
It's a vibration. I mean, I'm beginning to find this quite tedious. I mean, we've been here. I love this bar. Love the landlady and the bar, and we have a great time here. We quite often do karaoke when I'm here. But I would never put this on a jukebox.
No, this is not my kind of jazz actually. I like kind of spacious.
You like rap?
No, I don't like rap at all. It's crap. Sorry.
Rap.
No, I don't like. I like jazz. I like Scandinavian jazz music actually. That's really spacious and it's kind of slow and eerie and atmospheric. It's nothing like this. It doesn't. This is like noodling. It just goes on. You're not going anywhere really. For me. So. Yeah, I don't, when I said that I played, I don't...
Very self-indulgent, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, it's just noodling, really. It's not creating anything to me, really. Anyway.
What sort of music do you like? I mean, we make these videos.
Oh, yeah.
And you watch, these people watching.
Yeah.
If there's people watching, whoever you are, yeah. Make friends with you.
You've got nothing better to do.
Yeah. But what does it for you? What do you like? Do you have a hatred of rap?
Like
Muesli, yeah, like what you do. Sounds like more cool. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I write plays like what I do. Yeah.
No, I said I don't have any structure in what I do. I think I do, but it's natural. I don't. I know when to stop. I know when to come back to it. I know to follow a theme and come back to it. And I know. I think my timing and it's just. I've got that just through listening to a lot of music over my life. I play it all the time in all sorts of different genres. African,
Who did you
Arabic.
grow up with? Who were your major influences?
What, in music?
Yeah.
My King Crimson,
Right.
prog rock stuff, but the kind of avant-garde stuff, not the big overblown stuff. I like a band called Vandergraaf Generator, who've no guitars in the band really. It's double saxophone, organ, drums, and always interested. Still playing, still recording, still innovative. I like avant-garde stuff. I've never been a mainstreamer, so that's me. So I listen to weird stuff. So I play weird stuff, I suppose.
Coming from Manchester, I used to go to the Manchester clubs and used to like the Pet Shop Boys and Duran Duran and Gary Newman and stuff like that. But because of my sister, she went to Sheffield University. I grew up with Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and ELO, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Rick Wakeman and Yes were my big influences. And Rick Wakeman got me into keyboards. And when you listen to him play 6YZ Henry VIII or Journey to the Centre of the World,
great stuff.
yeah,
I have
that's
a great
that's my influence. That sort
good
of
stuff.
classical pop.
People who could really play what they knew.
Oh,
what they
he's
do.
talented.
It's
He's
good
talented.
stuff. I agree.
He is good. These days, I quite like the charts still. Some of it.
I don't listen to any of it.
Do you know?
No. I listen to a lot of Japanese classical stuff now. I mean, kind of got a thing about Japan, as you may find out. But yeah, I like. It's plinky plonky. I don't know. It's atmospheric and it's abstract, and I find that interesting. A lot of time I listen to music while I'm working, and if I'm working with words, I can't. I can't be doing with lyrics. It'll just disturb my thought process. So I have to have instrumental usually, and quite ambient, or nothing that's going to knock me off rhythm. So that's where.
Do you like trance music, like disco dance music, electronica?
I like trance music actually. I've had a lot of good do's at festivals, dancing in the afternoon.
Like Cream, that sort of stuff. I don't mean Cream the band. I mean Cream is like the rave group.
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Okay.
I listen to a band called Space Buddy, which
all
is
right,
all,
okay.
Brilliant stuff. Yeah, I like trance. I like actually I like very repetitive music. What's his name? Can't remember. Anyway, never mind.
We'll put it in the comments after.
Kind of classical, sort of new classical stuff. I can't remember his bloody name. Anyway, never mind. But yeah, I like repetitive stuff. I've really got into Buddhist chant at the moment. There's a really wonderful 1 hour piece of music which I put a link on. Fantastic. It's a woman called I think, Tina somebody. It's just wonderful. It's a Buddhist chant. It's round and round for 1 hour, and I just love that. And I'm right into that kind of stuff.
I like Enigma.
Yeah, I like Enigma. They were great. They were really good.
Yeah. And the Gregorian monks and that.
I love
they've
that.
actually put to some good music.
Yeah,
They,
great stuff.
Yeah, and
like
they do a good act as well. They all come on, don't they, with the monks things, and they're cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
cool, isn't it? Moody and atmospheric. That's really good.
I used to go to a lot of festivals. WOMAD was my favourite because that was world music, and what was great, you didn't know who was playing. I mean, there might have been one headliner, and you probably have heard of them, but most of it, people you'd never heard of, from all over the world, doing all sorts of stuff. And I love that because you had no expectations, and you were always surprised, and they were always good. So that was great. Found lots of new stuff, North African stuff, very interesting, and all sorts.
I find that even if you wouldn't buy a CD or download something, because it's not to your liking, when you see it live, you can get into it.
Yeah.
Live music, when you're in the vibe of a live event and you're visually, kinesthetically connected to it, it's totally different from just listening to it like this. To be honest with you, if we were in a jazz club now and they were playing this, I'd probably be clicking along to it because you'd be watching it, wouldn't you? And you'd be in the mood. But just listening to this a bit in the background, it's chewing gum for the ears to me.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
No.
But anyway, it's a personal thing, isn't it? So like Alex says, what kind of stuff do you like? What turns you on?
I think music, as I say, and the more of this I drink, the more tempted I am to pick up a microphone and.
He's promised to teach me guitar sometime. So
that
might be unlucky.
That will happen.
I don't know.
That will happen. Anyway, that's Mike and Muesli on music, and somebody's just come into the bar. Oh, no, they haven't. Someone's just gone past selling something interesting. Never a dull moment here in Thailand. So let us know how you guys are going on, what sort of music you like, and what sort of music you don't like. If you're as
judgmental as me.
It's all good though. You've got to know what you like and what you don't like. I mean, otherwise, you're going to get something that you don't want. And I think it's good to be specific.
Yeah.
If you don't, the contrast is, if knowing what you don't like, it makes it easier to choose what you want.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
So we'll say cheers, and we'll catch you next time round.
Thank you very much for listening.
All the best.
We'll see you next time.